heart of Dodge City, Kansas, during the tumultuous 1870s, the classic series Gunsmoke brought to life the struggles and triumphs of the American West. The show revolved around the steadfast lawman, Marshal Matt Dillon, portrayed by the towering James Arness on television. Amidst the dust and danger of the frontier, the cast faced their own challenges, none more daunting than Miss Kitty, played by Amanda Blake. Known for her strong-willed character, Miss Kitty was a beloved figure in the saloon, often caught between the law and the lawless. However, when it came to working with a certain actor, her confidence wavered. The actor's intense method and unpredictable nature left her feeling completely terrified. The tension on set was palpable, as Miss Kitty navigated her fear while trying to maintain her composure. Each scene became a test of her resolve, as she grappled with the duality of her admiration for the craft and her anxiety about the unpredictable dynamics of their performances. The atmosphere was charged, and the stakes felt high, making every interaction a delicate dance of professionalism and personal apprehension. The audience could only wonder how this fear would shape the iconic moments of the series, as Miss Kitty faced her greatest challenge yet.
Always the kind to run from trouble.
He just wants to leave this town, Marshal.
I don't think you understand me, Mrs.
Ran from 1952 to 1961. The radio series of Gunsmoke laid the groundwork for the television adaptation that would follow. The TV series began in 1955 and continued for an impressive 20 seasons, concluding in 1975. Over its run, Gunsmoke produced a remarkable 635 episodes, making it one of the longest-running series in television history. The show was set in the American West and centered around U.S. Marshal Matt Dillon, a character that became iconic in American culture. James Arness portrayed Matt Dillon, and his performance set records for the role. He developed a deep love for both the character and the show, despite the stress and hard work that came with such a demanding role. To manage the pressures of filming and avoid burnout, Arness took proactive steps. He negotiated his contract to include time off, allowing him to recharge and maintain his passion for the series. This foresight helped him sustain his performance and commitment to the beloved character throughout the years.
How in thunder did you know that?
Well, now, you're not the only civilized man around this.
Fans initially found it hard to accept James Arness as the new lead in the television adaptation of Gunsmoke, especially since he replaced the beloved William Conrad, who had voiced the character on radio. This transition from radio to television was significant, as it marked a new era for the show. Over time, however, audiences began to embrace Arness, appreciating his portrayal of Marshal Matt Dillon. Alongside him, Dennis Weaver's character Chester became a fan favorite, adding a unique charm and humor to the series. Their dynamic on screen contributed greatly to the show's popularity, making them iconic figures in television history. As the series progressed, Arness recognized the importance of managing his career to avoid burnout. He relied heavily on his attorney to negotiate contracts that would be beneficial for him. This strategic approach allowed him to maintain a healthy work-life balance while continuing to deliver strong performances. The combination of Arness's strong presence and Weaver's endearing character helped solidify Gunsmoke's place in television, creating a legacy that would endure for years to come. Scripts for the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke included specific labels that indicated how often actor James Arness, who played the lead role of Matt Dillon, was needed on set. These labels were categorized as light matte, medium matte, and heavy matte. This system allowed the production team to plan the shooting schedule based on the demands of each episode. The flexibility in Arness's contract was significant, as it provided him with more free time than many of his contemporaries. In addition to this flexibility, Arness was granted 6 weeks off during the summer, which was a rare benefit in the television industry at the time. This arrangement not only helped him manage his work-life balance, but also allowed him to pursue personal interests and recharge between seasons. The thoughtful structuring of his schedule contributed to the show's longevity and Arness's ability to deliver a strong performance week after week. The careful planning behind the scenes played a crucial role in the success of Gunsmoke, making it a beloved series for many viewers.
Like Burke Reese, are you?
Hold on, Marshal.
Burke, you're nothing but scum to me. You and this boy of yours both.
During the 1960s, Arness found joy in traveling and visiting beaches, which provided a refreshing escape from his demanding work on Gunsmoke. He cherished spending quality time with his family, especially after gaining custody of his children following his divorce. This new chapter in his life allowed him to teach his children how to swim and surf, creating lasting memories and bonding experiences. The beach became a special place for them, filled with laughter and fun in the sun. In the series, Miss Kitty, played by Amanda Blake, brought a unique dynamic to the show. Blake was a versatile performer, known for her ability to portray a range of emotions. Her on-screen chemistry with Arness was undeniable, adding depth to their characters and enhancing the storytelling. Together, they created a captivating relationship that resonated with viewers, making Miss Kitty an integral part of the Gunsmoke legacy. Their interactions often reflected a blend of warmth and tension, showcasing the complexities of love and friendship in a rugged setting.
Carver inside?
Yes, sir. I'll get him for you.
Tell him to come out. I'm waiting.
Initially, the television series Gunsmoke featured a strong original cast, including James Arness as Marshal Matt Dillon and Amanda Blake as Miss Kitty. These actors played pivotal roles in bringing the characters and the story to life. As the show progressed, it witnessed significant changes, particularly in the format of its episodes. Originally, episodes ran for half an hour, allowing for a concise storytelling style that focused on the main characters and their interactions. However, as the series evolved, the episode length expanded to an hour. This shift allowed for more complex plots and character development, but also led to a change in focus. With longer episodes, there was less emphasis on the core relationship between Miss Kitty and Matt Dillon. Instead, the narrative began to incorporate more guest actors and their stories, which sometimes overshadowed the main characters. This evolution reflected the changing landscape of television and audience preferences as Gunsmoke adapted to keep viewers engaged with new and diverse storylines. The original cast, including Arness and Blake, witnessed this transformation firsthand, contributing to the show's legacy in American television history.
Jackie's probably not even dead, Matt. That will's not worth a nickel.
Well, it might have been if that box had been buried according to plan.
The show featured numerous big names, including Ron Howard, Ellen Burstyn, Bruce Dern, and Harrison Ford, who all made memorable appearances throughout its run. These guest stars added depth and excitement to the series, showcasing their talents in various roles that often left a lasting impression on viewers. Integral to the show was Miss Kitty, a fan favorite known for her sassy personality and strong presence as the owner of the Long Branch Saloon. Amanda Blake, who portrayed Miss Kitty, became a beloved character and was essential to the series' charm. Her interactions with other characters, especially Marshal Matt Dillon, brought warmth and complexity to the storyline. Amanda Blake appeared in over 500 episodes, making a significant mark in the Western genre and solidifying her status as an iconic figure in television history. The combination of guest stars and Miss Kitty's importance contributed to the show's enduring popularity and its ability to captivate audiences for many years.
To death.
Sherlock!
Blake felt a wave of terror wash over him when he learned he would be working with the legendary Bette Davis in the 12th season of Gunsmoke, specifically in the third episode titled The Jailer. The producers had surprised him with this news, and the thought of sharing the screen with such an iconic actress filled him with immense fear. He worried about living up to her reputation and the pressure that came with it. However, as the filming progressed, Blake discovered that his initial fears were unfounded. Bette Davis turned out to be a pleasure to work with, bringing her immense talent and professionalism to the set. Her presence elevated the quality of the show, and Blake found himself inspired by her dedication and skill. The experience transformed his apprehension into admiration, and he realized that working alongside a star of her caliber was an opportunity he would cherish. The episode became a memorable part of the series, showcasing not only the talents of Davis, but also the growth of Blake as an actor.
Marshal, what are you doing here?
Looking around?
Working with Bette Davis became a memorable highlight of Amanda Blake's career. Their collaboration brought together two powerful actresses, each with a strong presence in the entertainment industry. Amanda Blake, best known for her role as Miss Kitty Russell on the iconic television series Gunsmoke, had a chance to work alongside Bette Davis, a legendary figure in Hollywood. This partnership allowed Blake to showcase her talent in a different light, stepping away from her familiar role in the Western genre. The experience of working with Davis was not just about acting, it was also about learning from one of the best in the business. Bette Davis was known for her intense performances and dedication to her craft. For Amanda Blake, this was an opportunity to absorb the nuances of acting from a seasoned professional. The chemistry between the two actresses was palpable, and their scenes together were filled with emotion and depth. This collaboration left a lasting impression on Blake, enhancing her skills and broadening her horizons in the world of acting. The memories of working with such an iconic figure would stay with her throughout her career, reminding her of the importance of collaboration and the impact of strong female roles in film and television. The experience not only enriched her career, but also contributed to the legacy of both actresses in the entertainment industry.
And a daughter.
Well, you see, I've been back at school in St. Louis since my mother.
The 1955 television series Gunsmoke has garnered a diverse array of opinions over its long run, particularly regarding its storytelling, character development, and overall tone. One of the standout episodes, Kitty's Love Affair, is often highlighted as the highest-rated episode in the series' 20-year history. This episode tells the poignant story of a gunfighter who falls in love with Kitty, hoping to settle down and marry her by purchasing a ranch. Initially, the narrative took a darker turn with an original ending that saw the gunfighter facing execution. However, producer John Mantley opted for a more optimistic conclusion, allowing the beloved character Matt Dillon to save the day once again. This decision, while it may have disappointed some who preferred a more tragic resolution, ultimately contributed to the episode's popularity. Interestingly, the initial script faced restrictions on romantic interactions, reflecting the producer's concerns about audience expectations. Yet, after Richard Kiley was cast, the script evolved to include multiple kisses between the characters, showcasing a willingness to adapt to the actors' chemistry and audience desires. In contrast, many fans of the series argue that the show's best years were during its early seasons, particularly when John Meston was the primary writer. Meston's storytelling was characterized by a deep understanding of the Old West, eschewing the more flamboyant and exaggerated elements that would come to define later episodes. Viewers appreciated the authenticity and subtlety of the early narratives, which portrayed ordinary people facing the harsh realities of life on the Kansas plains. The storytelling relied on implication rather than overt dramatization, allowing audiences to engage their imaginations and connect more deeply with the characters' struggles. This approach fostered a sense of realism that many believe was lost in the later seasons, which leaned more heavily on dramatic flair and Hollywood-style production values. While some viewers celebrate the evolution of Gunsmoke and its ability to adapt to changing audience tastes, others lament the shift away from the grounded storytelling that characterized its early years. The contrast between the intimate, character-driven plots of the first 5 seasons and the more sensationalized narratives of later episodes illustrates a broader tension within the series. This divergence has led to a split in audience reception, with some fans cherishing the emotional depth and authenticity of the early years, while others enjoy the heightened drama and entertainment value of the later seasons. Ultimately, Gunsmoke remains a significant piece of television history, reflecting both the complexities of its storytelling and the evolving expectations of its audience. The series' ability to balance character development with dramatic tension has left a lasting impact, ensuring its place in the annals of classic television. Whether one prefers the raw, unembellished tales of the early years or the more polished narratives of later episodes, Gunsmoke offers a rich tapestry of stories that continue to resonate with viewers today.
Until long before Mike moved in.
Oh, well, I know that, but does Mike know it, though?
As the dust settles on another gripping episode of Gunsmoke, we invite you to stay with us for an exclusive bonus segment that dives deeper into the lives of the show's unforgettable cast. What became of the iconic characters who roamed the streets of Dodge City? Did they find peace after the cameras stopped rolling, or did they face their own battles in the real world? Join us as we unravel the fascinating stories behind the actors who brought these legendary figures to life. Discover the surprising twists and turns in their careers, from unexpected roles to personal challenges that shaped their journeys. You'll learn about the legacies they left behind and how their time on Gunsmoke influenced their lives long after the series ended. Prepare for a captivating exploration that reveals the human side of these stars, filled with triumphs, struggles, and the enduring impact of a show that defined a generation. Stay tuned, because the story doesn't end here. Dabbs Greer portrayed Jonas in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, a character marked by a haunting presence and a complex moral compass. Jonas was a man caught in the struggles of survival in a harsh world, reflecting the darker themes of the show. Greer's performance brought depth to the role, showcasing the internal conflicts faced by those living on the fringes of society. After Gunsmoke, Greer continued to work steadily in television and film, often cast in roles that highlighted his ability to convey vulnerability and strength. He appeared in notable series like Little House on the Prairie, where he played Reverend Alden, a character that resonated with audiences for his wisdom and compassion. However, Greer faced personal hardships, including the loss of loved ones, and the challenges of aging in an industry that often overlooks older actors. In his later years, Greer remained active in the entertainment industry, but he also dealt with health issues that limited his appearances. He passed away in 2007, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. His life was marked by resilience, navigating the complexities of fame and personal loss. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite the shadows of his past, continued to inspire through his work.
Like a piece of whorehound stick?
Milburn Stone portrayed Doc Adams in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, a role that became iconic in American television. Stone's character was a complex blend of humor and gravitas, often serving as the moral compass of the show. His portrayal brought depth to the role, showcasing the struggles of a frontier doctor in a harsh environment. Stone's performance earned him critical acclaim and a loyal fan base, making him a staple of the series for its entire run. After Gunsmoke ended in 1975, Stone faced personal challenges. He battled health issues, including a heart condition that required surgery. Despite these hardships, he continued to work in television and theater, appearing in various guest roles. However, his life was not without scandal. In the late 1970s, he faced scrutiny for his involvement in a controversial production that was accused of exploiting sensitive themes for profit. In his later years, Stone retreated from the public eye, living a quieter life until his death in 1980. His legacy remains, marked by the enduring impact of his role as Doc Adams. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, a testament to his talent and the complexity of his life.
Town. You got everybody protecting him.
Well, why? I can't understand why they'd even care.
Well,
Burt Reynolds played the role of Quint Asper in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, a character that showcased his rugged charm and talent. Quint was a blacksmith and a skilled fighter, often caught in the moral dilemmas of the Old West. Reynolds brought a unique depth to the role, making him a memorable part of the series, even though his time on the show was brief. After leaving Gunsmoke, Reynolds faced a tumultuous career path. He struggled to find roles that matched his early success, leading to a series of disappointments. His personal life was marked by scandals, including high-profile relationships, and a tumultuous marriage to actress Lainey Anderson, which ended in a bitter divorce. Financial troubles plagued him in the late 1990s, leading to bankruptcy. Despite these challenges, Reynolds made a comeback in the 2000s, earning acclaim for his role in Boogie Nights. In his later years, he battled health issues, including heart surgery. As of now, Burt Reynolds passed away in September 2018, leaving behind a complex legacy of talent and turmoil.
so? When did he get in town? Last night? Guess you...
Roy Barcroft portrayed the character of the villainous outlaw in the 1955 episode of Gunsmoke, bringing a chilling intensity to the role. His performance left a lasting impression, showcasing his ability to embody dark characters with depth and complexity. Barcroft's career spanned several decades, primarily in westerns, where he often played antagonists. He appeared in numerous films and television shows, becoming a familiar face in the genre. However, Barcroft's life was not without its shadows. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected both his career and personal relationships. Despite his success, he battled the demons of addiction, leading to a decline in his health and opportunities. There were whispers of scandals surrounding his behavior during the height of his fame, but details remain murky. In his later years, Barcroft lived a quieter life, away from the spotlight. He passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his memorable roles and the personal challenges he faced. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his on-screen villainy, grappled with his own inner turmoil.
Moving back into the middle of the barn, Marshal?
Shug Fisher played the role of Obie in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, bringing a unique blend of humor and depth to the character. Obie was a recurring figure, often providing comic relief in the tense atmosphere of Dodge City. Fisher's portrayal was marked by a certain vulnerability, reflecting the struggles of a man trying to find his place in a harsh world. After Gunsmoke, Fisher's career continued in television and film, but he faced significant challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen only as a comedic character. This limited his opportunities in more serious roles. Personal hardships also plagued his life. Fisher battled alcoholism, which affected both his career and personal relationships. He faced financial difficulties, leading to a decline in his acting opportunities. In his later years, Fisher remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, but his health deteriorated. He passed away in 1984, leaving behind a legacy marked by both talent and personal struggle. The last known information about him highlights a man who, despite his challenges, left an indelible mark on the world of television.
He said he knowed you was going to be awful mad at him, but he said he had to be in cold water by tomorrow.
Cactus Mac played the role of townsman in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, bringing a unique presence to the show. His character often represented the everyday struggles of life in a harsh, unforgiving environment. Mac's portrayal added depth to the series, showcasing the resilience and vulnerability of those living in the Old West. Beyond Gunsmoke, Cactus Mac's career spanned several decades, with appearances in numerous films and television shows. He was known for his rugged looks and ability to embody the spirit of the American West. However, his life was not without challenges. Mac faced personal hardships, including financial difficulties, and the pressures of maintaining a career in a competitive industry. In the later years of his life, Mac became reclusive, shying away from the public eye. He dealt with health issues that further isolated him. The last known information about Cactus Mac is sparse, leaving a sense of mystery surrounding his final years. His legacy remains tied to his memorable roles, but the man behind the character remains largely unknown.
Next time we'll slit your throat for you.
You won't do nothing. I'll kill you on sight.
We ain't.
Morgan Woodward's portrayal of Bear Sanderson in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke left a lasting impression on audiences. As a character marked by a rugged exterior and a complex inner life, Bear Sanderson embodied the struggles of a man caught between his past and the harsh realities of frontier life. Woodward's performance captured the essence of a man grappling with moral dilemmas, showcasing his ability to convey deep emotion through subtle expressions and powerful dialogue. After Gunsmoke, Woodward's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in series like The Twilight Zone and Dallas. However, his life was not without challenges. Woodward faced personal hardships, including a battle with alcoholism that threatened to derail his career. He also dealt with the pressures of fame, which often left him feeling isolated. Despite these struggles, he remained a respected figure in Hollywood, known for his professionalism and dedication to his craft. In his later years, Woodward became involved in various charitable causes, reflecting a desire to give back to the community. He passed away in 2021, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a life marked by resilience in the face of adversity. His story serves as a reminder of the complexities of fame and the human spirit's capacity to endure.
He was my partner.
Matt, maybe you better tell the man what he's up against.
Amanda Blake's portrayal of Kitty Russell in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke became iconic, capturing the essence of a strong, independent woman in a male-dominated world. Kitty was not just a love interest, she was a complex character who ran the Long Branch Saloon, navigating the challenges of life in Dodge City. Blake's performance brought depth to Kitty, showcasing her resilience and vulnerability amid the harsh realities of frontier life. After Gunsmoke ended in 1975, Blake faced personal hardships. She struggled with health issues, including battles with cancer. Her life was marked by tumultuous relationships, including a marriage to actor Mark Edward Blake, which ended in divorce. In the 1980s, she became embroiled in controversy when she was linked to animal rights activism, which led to public scrutiny. Despite these challenges, she remained a beloved figure, known for her compassion towards animals. In her later years, Blake's health continued to decline, and she passed away in 1989 from complications related to cancer. Her legacy endures, remembered for her groundbreaking role and the complexities of her life.
This bullet, it didn't come from Doc's gun.
James Arness portrayed Matt Dillon in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, a role that defined his career and left a lasting impact on American television. As the stoic U.S. Marshal, Arness embodied the struggles of law and order in a lawless frontier, facing moral dilemmas and personal challenges that mirrored the complexities of the human condition. His towering presence and deep voice brought a sense of authority and gravitas to the character, making him a beloved figure for over 2 decades. After Gunsmoke ended in 1975, Arness faced personal hardships. He battled health issues, including a serious back injury from a stunt gone wrong, which left him in pain for years. Despite these challenges, he continued to work, appearing in various films and TV movies, including the Gunsmoke reunion specials. His life was not without scandal. He faced rumors about his personal life, including a tumultuous marriage to Virginia Chapman, which ended in divorce amid allegations of infidelity. In his later years, Arness found solace in his family and his passion for photography. He remained a private man, often shunning the spotlight that once surrounded him. James Arness passed away in 2011, leaving behind a legacy as one of television's most iconic figures. His portrayal of Matt Dillon continues to resonate, a testament to his enduring impact on the genre. Last known information indicates that his estate has been preserved, and his contributions to television are celebrated in various retrospectives.
It's Perry, and I can walk right up to him. Then they'll join you in jail.
Glenn Strange portrayed Sam, the bartender at the Long Branch Saloon, in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke. His character was a steady presence in the tumultuous world of Dodge City, often providing a listening ear and a sense of calm amidst the chaos. Strange's portrayal brought depth to Sam, making him a beloved figure among fans. However, Strange's life was marked by personal struggles. He faced significant hardships, including a battle with alcoholism that affected both his career and personal relationships. Despite these challenges, he continued to work in Hollywood, appearing in various films and television shows, often cast in roles that capitalized on his imposing stature and rugged appearance. Strange's life took a darker turn when he was involved in a serious car accident in 1960, which left him with lasting injuries. He also faced financial difficulties later in life, leading to a decline in his acting opportunities. In his final years, Strange found solace in his love for the outdoors and spent time fishing and hunting. He passed away in 1973, leaving behind a legacy as a memorable character actor. The last known information about him highlights his struggles, but also his resilience in the face of adversity.
We got our own laws. Don't need none of yourn.
Now you better get something straight, Peavy. The same law.
Ken Curtis brought a unique blend of humor and grit to his role as Festus Hagen in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke. His portrayal of the scruffy, loyal deputy became iconic, resonating with audiences for its authenticity and depth. Curtis's character often faced moral dilemmas and personal struggles, reflecting the darker themes of the show. After Gunsmoke ended in 1975, Curtis's career took a different path. He faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actress and singer Arlene, which ended in divorce. Curtis battled alcoholism, a struggle that haunted him for years, impacting both his personal life and career opportunities. Despite these challenges, he found solace in music, releasing several albums and performing in country music venues. In his later years, Curtis became reclusive, living away from the public eye. He passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumph and turmoil. His last known years were spent in solitude, reflecting on a life filled with both success and personal demons.
He is.
No decent man has trouble getting along with me.
I wouldn't take that from no armed man.
Oh.
Victor French portrayed Eben Lucan in the 1955 television series Gunsmoke, a character marked by a complex blend of vulnerability and resilience. Lucan was a man shaped by the harsh realities of frontier life, often caught in moral dilemmas that reflected the darker aspects of human nature. French's performance brought depth to the role, showcasing his ability to convey both strength and fragility. After Gunsmoke, Victor French's career continued to flourish, but not without personal challenges. He faced significant hardships, including struggles with alcoholism that affected both his personal life and professional relationships. Despite these issues, he found success in other television roles, notably as a recurring character in Little House on the Prairie, where he played the beloved Mr. Edwards. French's life was also marked by tragedy. He lost his first wife to cancer, which deeply impacted him. He later remarried, but the shadows of his past continued to linger. In the late 1980s, French was diagnosed with lung cancer, a battle he fought until his death in 1989. His legacy remains, not just in his roles, but in the resilience he displayed throughout his life. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, a testament to his enduring impact on television.
Okay, come on. Get back. Give him some air. Drinks on the house. Go ahead.
Greg Palmer played the role of the bartender in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, a character that added depth to the show's portrayal of life in the Old West. His performance was marked by a quiet intensity, capturing the struggles and stories of the townsfolk who frequented his bar. This role, though small, showcased his ability to convey complex emotions in a few brief moments, making him a memorable part of the series. After Gunsmoke, Palmer's career continued in television and film, but he faced significant challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen only as a supporting actor. His personal life was marked by hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He battled alcoholism, which affected both his career and personal relationships. Despite these struggles, he found solace in acting, taking on various roles in westerns and other genres. In his later years, Palmer became reclusive, distancing himself from the Hollywood scene. The last known information about him indicates he lived a quiet life away from the spotlight, reflecting on his past with a sense of both pride and regret. His legacy remains in the roles he played, a reminder of the complexities of life behind the camera.
I know how it is. So you're gonna...
Buck Taylor portrayed Newly O'Brien in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke, a role that brought him both recognition and challenges. Newly was a young, eager blacksmith and deputy, often caught between the law and the chaos of the Wild West. Taylor's performance added depth to the character, showcasing a blend of innocence and determination. However, the pressures of fame took a toll on him. After Gunsmoke ended, Taylor faced a series of personal hardships. He struggled with the transition from a beloved character to finding new roles in Hollywood. In the 1970s, he faced a scandal involving a failed business venture that left him financially strained. His marriage also faced difficulties, leading to a painful divorce that affected his mental health. Despite these challenges, Taylor found solace in painting and became an accomplished artist, channeling his experiences into his artwork. As of the latest information, Buck Taylor remains active in the art community and occasionally attends Gunsmoke reunions, reflecting on his complex journey through fame and personal trials.
End him.
Well, I guess somebody must have told him, Marshal.
Dennis Weaver's portrayal of Chester Goode in the 1955 TV series Gunsmoke left a lasting impact on audiences. Chester, the loyal and somewhat bumbling deputy, provided a unique blend of humor and heart, contrasting with the show's darker themes. Weaver's performance was marked by a distinctive drawl and a physicality that brought depth to the character, making Chester a beloved figure in television history. After Gunsmoke ended in 1975, Weaver faced personal and professional challenges. He struggled with typecasting, finding it difficult to break free from the shadow of Chester. Despite this, he found success in various roles, including a notable performance in the film Duel, directed by Steven Spielberg. Weaver also became an advocate for environmental issues, dedicating much of his time to activism. However, his life was not without hardship. He faced the tragic loss of his son, who died in a car accident, a blow that deeply affected him. In his later years, Weaver battled health issues, including cancer, which he fought with resilience. He passed away in 2020, leaving behind a legacy of both artistic achievement and personal struggle. His final years were spent in quiet reflection, away from the public eye, but his contributions to film and television remain significant.
Didn't find no gold. We didn't. There's some there, we didn't find it.
As we wrap up our journey through the iconic series Gunsmoke, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This show, which first aired in 1955, became a staple in many households, bringing the Wild West to life through the stories of Marshal Matt Dillon, Miss Kitty, and Doc Adams. The cast faced their own challenges, from James Arnass's struggle with typecasting to Amanda Blake's battle with personal issues, yet they brought depth and authenticity to their roles. Gunsmoke not only entertained, but also shaped the landscape of television, paving the way for future westerns. Did you watch Gunsmoke during your childhood? What What memories do you have connected to those Saturday nights spent in front of the TV? Perhaps you remember the tension of a standoff or the warmth of the friendships portrayed. We invite you to share your stories and memories in the comments below. Your experiences are part of the legacy of this beloved series.
Coming down to talk to you. Just stay